So now that we're talking about Dalits, recently last week, one recent incident where two Dalit boys took a bath in Tambrabarni river in Tirunelveli, and they were stripped, they were assaulted, they were even robbed, I think.
And even urinated.
And urinated on
their
correct,
face.
Right. So this is unacceptable. With the DMK government happening here, and they are for everybody according to them. I think the 6 people who did this were arrested, but they are so quick to label them to say they were probably drunk, right? Are they doing proper investigations before they label these people as drunk? And even if they are drunk, what gives them the right to do something like this?
They might be drunk. That might be a fact. I don't disagree with that. I completely go with the police personnel. They got arrested, the 6 people got arrested within 24 hours of news coming out. So I am completely okay with the investigating agencies. But my problem is, when this happened, the same type of incident happened in Madhya Pradesh, whole Tamil Nadu media was carrying it in headlines. When it happened in own land in Tamil Nadu itself, and 2 scheduled caste people were insulted like this, and striped and urinated and beaten heavily, but no media carried in headlines. That is what my worry is. That is where my worry is. And even the political parties, they just condemned in a tweet and they went out. If it happens in a BJP ruled state, they react in some different manner. If it happens in our own land, they react in their different manner. This is where I am worried about. This is what my problem is.
When Tamilians go abroad, they have the stereotype, which is a good thing, that they are morally correct, right? When you look at a Tamilian, they say whatever he does is correct to some extent morally. But when it comes to your own state, when things like this happen, where is our morality?
That is what my question is. Not only common man, but also I will not blame common man. You cannot label it as a Tamilian sense is there, North Indian sense is there. Common man are common man everywhere. The language may differ, but I am worried about the media's intention and idea, and the political party's idea behind all these things. Because police has done its job, they can do their best, they can arrest, and they arrested it. So now it is left with the court. So whether they are giving jamin, whether they are putting their case quickly and giving punishment to or not, that is a separate issue. And police has to arrest the culprits immediately. They have arrested. I am okay with the police. I am okay with the common man even, because they will just chat and discuss and blame and they will move on. But the media and as well as the political personalities, they deal in as it happened in some African countries or somewhere else. It happened in our own land, and 2 people were harassed. More than 6 hours they were beaten, and even though those people who did this crime, they let them be drunk, they may completely influence of our drugs. I am not bothered about. My question is, how dare they can do this? It means the caste superiority and the dominance towards the scheduled caste, and treating them as almost slaves and animals. That instincts were there in their mind. That is what replicated there. So in DMK, as you mentioned, is that DMK. In DMK, last 3 years itself, we had Vengevayal incident, where that water tank for drinking water tank that was spoiled in with all this and all, and one boy, school going boy, who was +1 studying +1, he was completely almost there was an attempt to kill him just because of the caste reasons. And in the same Tirunelveli area, 2 children were denied giving some sweets in a normal shop just because of the whole area of where they live, the scheduled caste people. They completely, the mega panchayat decided not to be in touch with them. So these type of things happening in Tamil Nadu frequently, in at least we can name 5 to 6 incidents in 3 years. That is what something more to worry and focus on. I call upon government of Tamil Nadu to look into these things very seriously, and there should not happen any more things in such a manner. And political parties should condemn condemn these things vehemently, because just because those people are from scheduled caste community, and they will not be that much literate, and they are not politically aware and vigilant. So not to get the hatred of the caste Hindus, you call them, the in-between caste who are doing all these things. Again here, I will not blame any particular caste which is doing like that. It is about a particular person. We cannot color any crime or any terrorism activity as a religion or as a linguistic or as a region or anything. It was about some particular person's brainwashed mind which drives them to do all these things. So it is about the particular 6 persons who were completely influenced by, rather than the drugs influenced by their caste in their mind, they did all these things. We should punish them in such a way that in future nobody should dare to do this.
Correct.
And the punishment should be given as soon as possible.
Yes.
Because if the case goes on for years and years here, and people will forget that. Later, if you say that after 10 years, that 4 years, what is there? Someday he made some mistakes with alcohol influence. After 11 years, you are punishing him for 4 years, 5 years. What is it? So people, it will go around, go away from the people, common man's memory. So we should make them, we should put them in front of the court, in front of the law, as soon as possible, and they should be punished, the culprits should be punished as soon as possible. That is what may give some sort of easy breathing to the affected communities, I think.
So the Dalits, Adivasis, all the scheduled castes, overall India, I think the number of violence over them is really high, consistently, or in fact, it's growing in the last few years. What is attributing to this?
I humbly disagree with it is in increasing numbers. We can check it out with the central government's criminal record bureau. I think it is in the same numbers are decreasing, but the attitude in the common man's mind is same, without any doubt. They want to suppress the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. The supremacy of their caste sense and all, it is always existing. They show in different ways. Somebody does like this incident happened in Tirunelveli. Somebody act like incident happened in Madhya Pradesh. Somebody in different way. So it is not that same way. As we see a gender bias between male and female, certainly the caste bias is there. People, the society as a common man and all the other caste, mostly the other caste, people are, they have their difference in their mind. That scheduled castes and tribes are not equal to us. They are very, very clear in their mind. So we have to eradicate that mindset from them. Only the mind change will bring a social change. You cannot enact all these things through law, and you cannot enforce everything only through law. You have to make their mind to change. Only then it will be a dream come true. But I think the lot of molestation is happening, that numbers are increasing. I disagree with that. Lot of caste discriminations are increasing. I disagree with that. I may be wrong. Let me check also. Let me also check the numbers. I see there is a decrease in molestations and all. There is a decrease in caste oriented crimes. But of course, even if it happens only once in a year or 10 years, that should not happen. That's what my point is. So it happens very rarely, means we are okay with that. It doesn't go in that way. It should not happen even once, without any doubt.
So the work that politicians are doing, that is still keeping that caste bias in people's mind. That is no doubt.
Politics is a major reason to keep the caste bias alive. Politicians are the major reason, and I can say might be the, of course, not the only reason. Major reason are politics and politicians. Without any doubt, they only keep alive all these incidents, all these happenings. They will keep on doing this. They will say that we are with downtrodden, we are with the scheduled caste. They will say, but they will never encourage. They will practice something, they will say something. You can see double standards in every politician's act. I am not saying that this party is better, this party is worst. Everybody is on the same page. Politicians are the major reasons for all these things. They will encourage this. It's a simple example I can say. I have told this many times in Tamil Nadu audience. For that English audience, I can say this once more. There are separate constituencies for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes for parliament as well as the assemblies. You can see all the political parties nominate their candidates, scheduled caste candidates in scheduled caste reserve constituencies for parliament as well as. What is a reserve constituency? You cannot, other than anybody, other than SC, cannot fight from a reserved constituency. Other than SC, no one can fight from a reserved constituency. But the scheduled caste can contest from any constituency.
Yes.
Have you ever seen any political party putting their candidate in a common constituency? They will put all their SC candidates only in reserve constituencies. I say if there is 10 constituency for reserve as the reserve one, you put 10 SCs there, and there are 50 open constituencies are there. You put 4 or 5 SCs are there. So 10 from here, 4 from here, you will have 15.
Yes.
SC candidates and SC MLAs, MPs. Why you are not encouraging that? So they want to limit. Even this happens only because it's a constitutional mandate. If it is not a mandate, even in reserve constituency, they will put only other caste people. So just because it is reserved only for SCs and STs, they are nominating them. So the mindset of every political party, they want to suppress the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. They want to maintain their supremacy, and they will speak something else in front of the public, and they will do entirely different thing. That they are the major reason for all these things.